How's it go, love? Damn, where you at? Yo. Okay, add to stream.
All right, now I can hear you again.
Yo, Hassan, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, listen, man. First and foremost, man, I wanted to say, man, God bless you. Happy New Year and all that. We're going to get that shit right out the way. You know what I mean? How's everybody doing, man? How's the family?
Yeah, I can't complain, man. Everybody good.
Yeah,
God is good, man.
Before I composed some questions, but people wanted to know because, you know, you got a strong following in Jersey and Philly and Delaware on our side. A lot of people want to know, how many kids officially do you have?
None of their business. Because once they figure out how many kids I have, they trying to figure out where the households and who's the mothers. It's none of their business. Okay, right, niggas want to know about my kids because niggas trying to figure out a way to attack me through my kids. So I tell them none of their business. Okay. Unless they got a care package.
Right. All right. So
I mean, because the reality of it is when you see me taking care of my kids. So what difference do it make?
The fact, and I always see a lot of that on your platform. You know, you out with your daughters. You know, whether it's the prom or the 8th grade dance and shit like that. So you know, a lot of people see that you're a family man and you talk a lot about how involved you are with your kids. I just think that was a question that one of my viewers inboxed me and told me to ask you, but you don't want to answer it. That's totally fine.
Nah, you know what it is? I noticed a lot of my enemies been trying to figure that out.
Okay.
Then they trying to figure out what kid is in what household and how they could figure out how to get to your baby mama or whatever the case. Right. Niggas is scandalous.
Yeah, so we're gonna move, but I'm gonna name this live right here. Be careful who you help. I just want to let you know that I'm in the whip with you, my nigga. I've been rocking out with you.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Since I jumped on YouTube, I'm in the whip. Your enemies is my enemies, man. That's how I'm carrying it on the Jersey side, because guess what? I'm loyal to you and you show me love. You ain't never asked about no chicken or nothing when it's time for us to sit down. You've been helping my platform. And at the same time, I see that you're a good dude and you've been trying to pull niggas out the mud. And fuck it. Niggas ain't loyal, man. So be careful who you help. That's a message to all these niggas out there. Sometimes you can help a nigga get in the door and he could turn around and lock it on you. You know what I mean? What you think about that?
Well, I mean, you know what? Loyalty is something that's sacred, and you can't expect everybody to be sacred, and that's the bottom line to that. Foul people make excuses for doing foul shit, right. And it's like I said, you know, if I try to help you, I don't expect you to come through and the first thing you do is sit down, you know, with dudes I don't like, right. You know what I mean? That's not a trait that I have,
right.
I don't want to be friends or cool with my friends' enemies.
Right.
You know what I mean? But nowadays, you know what I mean? Fake is the new real.
Yeah. And I wanted to talk about that, man, because since 2023 has started, we in a new year, but it's been a lot of smoke with you from the rip. Like, you know what I mean? You know, I know you got love for the brother Zip with the Drip. You know, you had love for Five God. You know, you had some words with China Mac, 10 Toes Down. Charleston White. It's been you started off the new year with a whole lot of smoke. What's behind that? Like I know you've been helping. We're gonna go back to Zip with the Drip, you know, because I've been watching your platform and I seen you and him going back and forth. I feel like you know, in a way you kind of ushered him or gave him some game on how to get at this YouTube shit. Where did the disconnect happen?
Was calling my phone. I couldn't hear you. Well, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
My whole thing, like, you know, Zip is new to the internet, and we might have had a little fallout or whatever the case may be, but you see the difference in the outcome. Even through the fighting, it was somewhat respect. You don't see the same thing you would see with like a Five God.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Some people could have a little bit of an argument, and then grown men could go back to being grown men. And then other times you have men that carry themselves like they got a fatal attraction with you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because I want people to understand, I've dealt with plenty of rappers on my platform, Iron Sheik, from the Bronx, Cortland Ave, M. Dot Porter, dealing from the nine, Mount Vernon, you know what I mean, Yonkers, and Lord Akim, Webster Ave, Bronx. You don't see me going through these fallouts in the back and forth. So when you see me going back and forth with a nigga, it's like it is what it is.
So with the Zip thing, like I said, I can sense that, like you said, there's a mutual respect for there, and maybe that was just a misunderstanding with y'all going back and forth, because I know he spoke on loyalty, and you spoke. I guess you felt like him sitting down with 10 toes down was something that you wouldn't have did personally, just because you the way your morals is, you bred in the streets where it's like you don't conversate with my enemy if you my man. But people shooting him bail and saying he's just going to other platforms to expand his brand. What do you say to that?
Well, I'll say like this, right?
Yeah.
When they see their wife sitting in the passenger seat of my car, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
When you see your wife sitting in the passenger seat of another nigga car that you don't like,
right,
keep that same energy.
That's foul.
You see what I'm saying? Like I said, having integrity and being stand-up niggas, it just doesn't exist no more with people. Anything goes. See, on the internet, you can't hide the fact that you backstabbing somebody.
True.
On the internet, you can't hide the fact that you're a backstabber. So people will make excuses for shit that you shouldn't be able to make no excuse for. Yeah. But like I said, as far as what me and Zip go, you know what I mean? We have more of an understanding now. The internet is new to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? The internet is new to him. So at the end of the day, regardless of what, I still want to see Zip. I want to see him win. Yeah. If Zip win, I won. Right. He becomes a part of my catalog where I can sit up there and say, hey, no matter what, I still wanted to see, and I helped this brother whatever way I could. Okay. That's what it's all about. When they say crabs in the barrel, I stuck my hand back in the barrel and tried to pull a crab up. No disrespect to Zip, but just, figure of speech.
Right. So
see, a lot of the people, when I came out with my story, niggas ain't trying to pull me out of the barrel. Niggas just wanted to use me for my story and left me where I was at to dry.
So to answer that question, I mean to that point right there, are you more careful now with those that you help? When you
of course I am.
When you get some of your guys that you've been in the streets and you did street shit with, and they come home and they don't know how to get on a bag, and you tell them like, look, this how I'm getting it. I'm getting it the legal way. We ain't got to run around with pistols or shooting at niggas, robbing niggas. This how I'm getting it the legal way. And you put them niggas on the paper, and then once they get a knack and they say, hey, I could do this shit I'm just as good as Hassan. Is that where shit go left at?
That's exactly where it go left at. I mean, come on, look at the dudes. You got dudes that's making a career off of using my name.
Right.
And then when you sit up there, you say, right, all right, let me search my name for the day. Type in my name on YouTube for the day, for 24 hours. Hassan Campbell, right? Hit the filter anytime today. Boom, apply.
Right.
Search my name. Boom, boom, boom. Right?
Right.
You search my name. Shout out to Zip. I don't mind Zip using my name.
Right.
But where this nigga at? Because I just seen him pop up under my name, and I'm like, okay, well, you just tagged me. Like, why are you tagging me?
Right. And you must be. Are you referencing 10 Toes? Yeah.
Who does that say?
Right.
Why are you coming up under my name?
Right.
If your plan is to blackball me and not to ever use my name in your title, why tag me? We are not a brand. We are not an R&B group, my nigga.
Right.
We don't make the same records. Why are you coming up under my catalog? I don't want to be a part of your brand. I don't want to come up under your catalog. I've never, ever, ever. I'm not tagging your name ever in the description box.
Right. I want to put somebody on blast. It's a guy called Shut Up and React TV. I really feel like he being a little extra. I don't know if
I don't watch him.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I've been
listen. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you, right?
Yeah.
some of my best YouTubers,
Right.
the best of the best. I don't get time to watch them, and I love their shows.
Right.
So why the hell am I going to watch a nigga
Mm-hmm.
that nobody else is watch?
True.
You got too much time on your hand when you can sit up there and click a nigga that's mad at me for whatever reasons, and I don't even know him.
That's what I was gonna say. He just doing a little bit of. He's shooting Bell. I don't know if he was outside. I don't know if he from. I don't know who this nigga is. He coming from left field, and everything is Hassan. This Hassan. So I was just saying, okay, if he gonna jump in the ring,
Listen.
go ahead.
If you go in the bedroom and the bitch ain't gonna give you no pussy, and then you sit up there and say, I know Hassan Campbell, and you get the pussy, you gonna throw Hassan Campbell name every chance you get. Yo, that nigga Hassan Campbell, there we go. Hassan Campbell name opens doors in this bitch.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't even get mad no more because it's like, yo, if a nigga only bought a nickel bag off of YouTube last month,
right,
when he used my name, he gonna be able to buy a pound.
That's a fact.
So these niggas is buying pounds of weed off of my name. It is what it is. They call me narcissist, call me whatever you want to be called me, but I had to become whoever I am to protect myself in the world where niggas ain't gonna protect me.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
How do you feel waking up every day? It's a new nigga with Hassan Campbell in their title. Does it get overwhelming? Does it get stressful? Does it get like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know.
It used to, but then see what they gotta understand is they're helping me to go down in history.
Right.
I don't like the fact that they paint an ugly picture, but at the same time, when people actually log on and they type in my name and they see the videos that I made, they're gonna be like, oh shit, this nigga's deep.
Right.
Oh wow, did he really just say that? Oh shit, why all these niggas is duplicating his whole style? You go over to 050 the movement and you listen to Harlem Legend, he sit up there, take the what and leave the what? In the movie, he says, take the weed and leave the money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I created my own slogan. Yeah. He didn't hear that from the movie. He got that from me.
It's offending.
And every time they do a live, they're quoting something that I say.
Right.
So, you know, so when Hassan Campbell says something to offend people that ain't got their shit together, it forms a group of people, which I call a dirty side of YouTube.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, you coined that too. There is a dirty section of YouTube. You coined that, and I hear.
I created it. I birthed them niggas.
Right. I hear a lot of niggas saying we're from the dirty side of YouTube, and at the end of the day, respectfully, nobody wants to be from the dirty section of YouTube. That's like going on Craigslist, my nigga, to shop. You know what I'm saying? That's the Craigslist version of YouTube. You're not doing Craigslist. So I commend you because you have brought a different energy to YouTube, and these niggas know that. That's why I don't understand why a lot of niggas shoot at you. I know you say some crazy shit sometimes, but it's how you feel. It's not too many YouTubers on here that's going to say something and not be afraid of the backlash or the repercussions. But where does that I don't give a fuck shit come from? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, knowing that you have to go outside. You're from New York. You've been in the streets, but you will say anything, whether you addressing shit in Chicago, Whack 100 in LA. You don't give a fuck. Where does that come from?
Listen, I grew up in Bronx River Projects where I used to have shootouts with niggas that lived in the next building. So coming outside, I had to be on point. Right. So it ain't nothing to me. I got to be on point. To the day I die, I got to be on point, and that's it. Like, I refuse. I done went to war with gangsters. I refuse to be scared of some internet niggas.
Right. Do you ever worry that the shit that you say online can go somewhere else?
I worry about whether a nigga that done died from somebody on my team, family coming back and killing me in front of my kids. Niggas on the internet is soft to me.
Right. Right.
Plus, you got to keep in mind, a nigga on my level, when you see me outside, niggas gonna see me doing lives outside, getting my hair braided in the hood.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm comfortable in the hood. Niggas, I got shooters around me.
Right. So I want to speak on that topic too. Bullet Zagatti, he in the whip. He's shooting out the window. He take a lot of heat repping that Hassan Campbell brand. Everybody,
nigga.
Everybody
I take a lot of Let me tell you something behind the scenes.
You the king.
No. What you don't understand is what Bullets Gotti is behind the scenes. I get a lot of phone calls from murderers.
That's what I'm
telling me straight up and down I want to kill that little nigga because he talk too much.
That's what I'm saying.
And I be telling niggas I'm not gonna let nobody do nothing to him.
Right. So
you see what I'm saying? But at the same time, Bullets Gotti gotta like really tone it down because Bullets Gotti becoming that niggas that's killers.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Like when I meant like he take a lot of heat. Do you have those big brother, little brother conversations? Be like, listen.
Hell yeah.
I'm Hassan. I'm
not gonna say no names, but I had a phone call, actually 2 phone calls back to back last week.
Right.
From one of the dudes. He's well known.
Right.
And it was like, yo, niggas is, you know what I mean? Don't get your grandmother hurt, shorty.
Right.
Yes. You know what I mean? So yeah, I called him on the phone. I ain't gonna say niggas name, but yeah, and he know. And I put him on the phone. I put him on the phone with legendary niggas that like that niggas know. Like, oh shit, that was such and such from such and such.
Right.
Yeah, Bullet. So I hold Bullets Gotti down.
Right.
You see, I come out. My team did a party. My brother T Mac threw a party. Bullets Gotti was in the building.
Right.
And with love, you ain't see nobody pull up. Oh, we gonna pull up.
Right. I mean, no, I commend the brother, man, because he definitely reps the brand. But I always wanted to know because I said, you know, from what I know about Bullets Gotti, he's a good kid. I don't look at him like he's a shooter, a street nigga. So I said, when you get in the mix with these dangerous men that may have a problem with you, Hassan, he got to understand that it ain't just YouTube. You go.
Well, you listen. The niggas I got a problem with on the internet is soft. Who's dangerous on the internet? Who? Which one of them are dangerous?
You just proved.
I'm just asking you. Which one of these niggas that's making videos about me that you actually think is dangerous? To me, I think every last one of them. Every last one of them to me is soft. But shoot your shot.
I'm gonna say this, right? And this is respectfully, right? We judge men by what they've done in the streets, right? So and this is respectfully. 10 toes down, he did some time for allegedly putting stinking something.
Was he the shooter or was he standing there? Was he the co-defendant? All right. So now again, you see what I'm saying?
I'm just saying,
listen. I know killers that was in jail that washed drawers. Right. To me, he's soft because every time he was in my face,
right,
all this gorilla shit that you see on the internet. He doesn't do that when he's dead directly in my face.
Okay.
When I sat in front of his face and I sat in front of him, I told the nigga straight up and down, you lucky I don't shoot you right now. And he laughed it off like, You know, so at the end of the day, plus on top of that, let's be real, right? If you're going to examine a real nigga, do you see me running around making videos about him? No.
Nah.
So if he is as real as he say he is, why he keep talking about me?
I mean, you had his fish grease on the net.
But listen, I'm a conceited nigga. I like to talk about big dogs. Why am I talking about this small fry? And see me, I'm a conceited nigga. Call me a narcissist, call me whatever you want to call me. I be all that. Right. But what I don't want to do is, I don't want to sit up there and dick ride another nigga. My whole platform for 2 years was about one nigga. And then when I'm not talking about putting the nigga in my title, I'm still talking about him. And if I'm not talking about him, I'm tagging his page. I don't never want to be having that fatal attraction with no man. Let me stalk a bitch with a big ass, nice titties.
Right.
The fuck am I stalking a man for?
I mean,
that shit ain't normal.
Clearly, you know,
it's not normal for an audience of people to have so much hate for a nigga that they follow every video based off of if my name is going to be in the title.
Right.
Y'all niggas is weird. That's the true form of a weirdo.
So is there any point of you guys reconciling your issues or this?
For what?
Because
just disappear. Listen.
Yeah. Because
when I wipe shit, listen, we don't have nothing. It's a lie. Mm-hmm. His brother's married to my cousin. I don't know the nigga. Okay. He been in jail most of his life. He came home on my dick. That's it. Mm. Don't put no history there. When I wipe my ass, and I look at the shit, I flush it down the toilet. I don't ever want to see it again. I'm wiping my ass with him. I want him to go down the toilet. Just leave me alone.
Respectfully, I got it.
I mean, like, what the fuck? Like, tell me, women fuck that men start getting closure from men.
That's true.
That's gay.
You don't.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
And it's desperate.
Right. All right. So we can switch gears. Let's talk about the situation that just came out with 1090J. Like, I know you spoke on that heavy about him offering some information and things like that seemed a little weird. Like, what is the disconnect with 1090J? I know as a Caucasian, YouTube influencers, he's giving out information, paperwork. Like, what's your issue with how he's conducting or carrying himself on YouTube?
My problem is that what he's doing,
right,
in our culture, white people are not going to let you do in their culture. For one, for two, he has a blueprint. He has a degree, a college degree.
No.
Of breaking down nigga. Oh, no, you're not listening. Of breaking down nigga shit for a district attorney. Okay. All these cases that he's talking about is of niggas that's freshly arrested and the history that led up to their arrest, which makes the work easier for the police station, for the police, for the district attorney when it's time to go to trial. It's like I said, if I had to go to trial based off of the catalog that he put together on every video of every rapper or every black person he's sitting up there putting evidence against, he's helping the district attorney convict you. His own people.
Yeah. So
everybody want to highlight and make the black community look shitty, and that's cool for us to do, not him.
But what about letting the detectives do their own work? Like, I just feel like, in my opinion, I feel like we offering too much information on the internet anyway. Street niggas, especially, street niggas didn't never sit down in front of a camera and lay out crimes that other people did. I mean,
there ain't no such thing as street niggas no more.
Right.
Now it's all like shares. Everybody wants to be down. The niggas that's on the streets,
right?
Most of them niggas is getting lonely. Everybody's coming to the internet. And who's the nigga that had everybody start wanting to come to the internet? Me.
Right.
And the thing that's making most of them niggas want to come to the internet is I'm challenging that gangster persona of them being a real nigga. If all you have in your catalog is saying that you a real nigga, you don't have nothing.
Right.
So now niggas is feeling fucked up. And these bitches out here, they feeling some type of way because, at the end of the day, you got babies raising babies. Them bitches be out on the weekend with their kids at house and a house raising all 4 or 5 of their kids. You got babies raising babies. So, of course, the bitches ain't going to like me neither. They don't want to be called out.
So you had sat down with Tasha K. I just wanted to know, how did that happen? How did that whole sitting down with Tasha K, how did that meetup happen? Like, did y'all connect on the internet or somebody put y'all in touch with each other?
Well, her and Star, is cool. And we were supposed to do it. Me and Tasha K was supposed to do something together 3 years ago.
She's she's the female Hassan Campbell. You know that, right?
Nah, she's worse than me. Tasha K, Tasha K is on a different level. Anytime you get sued by Cardi B, or anytime you actually are part of, Tasha K is a part of R. Kelly's case where he got grounds for an appeal because she got phone conversations leaked from the jail that she wasn't even supposed to have that hit the internet. So, you got to understand, Tasha K is Tasha K is not somebody that you really want to make enemies with.
Right.
If you got some shit under your own that hitting in your closet that you don't want to see.
Facts. So y'all linked up through the internet, or you said Star plugged y'all.
Well, he she hit me before.
Right.
Because she seen the story 3 years ago. We didn't get nothing done, but it happened now. We got in contact with each other, okay. And we took it from there.
That I watched a little bit of the conversation. That was a deep conversation. I felt like, that conversation and that interview was kind of on the same level of when you sat down with Flip the Script. Like, you kind of you let her in a little bit to the history.
Tasha K, that interview with her was way better than Queen's Flip. It was probably Tasha K's interview.
Right.
Was probably one of the best interview that I've done so far.
And that's what I mean. you came at it a different way. You were comfortable. You spoke your truth, without worrying about repercussions or people judging what you were saying. So I thought that was dope. I mean, I wasn't comparing it, saying it was equal. I was just saying that when I first got an introduction to Hassan Campbell, I remember the Flip the Script interview where you was very transparent as to what happened in your childhood. So that was a dope interview that I watched with you and Tasha, man. So salute to y'all on that, man. But speaking on that interview, man, these are questions that the people want me to ask. So I'm asking them with no disrespect. Like how you spoke on it, where guys make fun of men who've been abused, but they honor women and speak in a very nurturing tone when it's a woman who's been disrespected in that manner. So speak to those people, because a lot of people get it fucked up. There are men out there that have been abused sexually as kids, but we don't get the same sentiment if you're the male species. You know what I mean?
Right.
So can you elaborate just a little bit on that?
Well, what it is what you got to understand is real life is different from the internet. In the penitentiary, I've never seen a dude or dudes laugh at a nigga for getting raped. They might mind their business, but they don't like it.
Right.
On the internet, when you see niggas that think shit like that is funny and laughing and he got died or whatever the case may be, they're poking holes at a nigga that's successful, that's doing better than them in life, and they hate it.
Right.
And and then they'll create, like, when you listen to the tactics that people use when they attack me. Oh, he don't have nothing in his name. So? Oh, that's not his house. That's his girlfriend's house. You mean my girlfriend that I was with from the early 90s? The early 90s? So are you talking about that one? Like, you're not making any sense here.
Right.
I got decades with this woman, and you talk about this is not my house. It doesn't make any sense. Who thinks like that? So now you look on social media and you see me making little videos with adjustments that I'd have made to my house.
Right.
Nice garden, nice trees, nice, just nice, nice pond, nice expensive koi fish, nice expensive cars all throughout their own driveways and shit like that. And it's like, yo, instead of saying, yo, I like to see this power couple or this black couple, they doing good, you dividing the house.
Right. And it's always,
and that's
it's always,
those are COINTELPRO CIA tactics that's being used by YouTubers. So then you have to ask what I asked. Who sent you?
Right.
Who created your tactics to divide the house that's still together? You got a man and a woman still in the house and you dividing them.
Right. It's just because, like I said, one thing about us black people, we don't like to see nobody get out the barrel. We're going to pull you down. No matter what we know, we take our information that we find and try to conquer and divide. Who cares if something is in your lady's name? You know what I mean? Like, it's a house. We come together. You may pay the bill. It may be in her name. It don't matter. This is how we built our family structure, and we work together. You know what I mean? Black people don't look at it like that. They look at it like, oh, if it's in your girl name, that makes you less of a man. We got to get it how we live out here. You know what I mean? But on the flip side, I want to switch gears real quick. Keith Murray has made his resurgence back to the game. So he sat down with an interviewer and he started to out some women that he has been with in the industry. Like, he named Foxy Brown. He named Bill Cosby's daughter. He named who else? Shauna from DTP, Superhead. How do you? He
named too many names. He named too many names. I don't respect him, and I don't respect what he did because real G's don't kiss and tell. You know what I mean? And the way he did them women, especially Foxy Brown, talking about her sucking dick, and she got a whole daughter out there, is disrespectful. And shout out to Foxy Brown. I don't like what he did. I think he a sucker.
Okay.
I think he a sucker, and I think he should get punched in his mouth for what the fuck he said out of his mouth. Because the reality of it is, Foxy got a whole brother running around. You see what I'm saying? And if that was my sister, nigga, it would be on because you just violated my sister on the whole internet.
Yeah, shout out to Anton and Gavin. I know them brothers.
And then the crazy part about it is, it's like, yo, you're not even the old Keith Murray that people had a little bit of respect for. You coming off like a crackhead. So now when these kids looking on the internet, they like, hold up, the crackhead spanked my mother? The junkie?
Yeah, but the devil's advocate on the internet is saying this. When Superhead came out with a book and exposed all the male rappers that she slept with, she got book deals, guest appearance fees. So a man can't have his moment of glory to drop some names. That's the devil advocate.
Who the fuck respected that nasty bitch for doing?
Now they were saying the monetary gain that she gained from exposing these male figures in hip hop.
Where I come from,
right?
You some nasty ass shit like that, I'm not gonna respect you. I can't respect that. I don't respect Superhead, nor do I respect him.
Right.
When most people looked at Superhead and they pulled her name up on Pornhub or X video or one of them shits like that. Niggas is nothing on her face. They ain't giving her no hugs.
Right.
That bitch ain't nothing but a nut on a napkin. I'm not giving her no props for what she did.
All right. My next question is: there seems to be a lot of rappers nowadays getting killed. Whether we just lost a couple we lost the one. Well, we lost the rapper in Memphis over the drug use. Rest in peace. I think Gangsta Boo just passed. Alleged drug use. I don't want to claim that. But what do you think is going on with the arrest in hip hop, the drug use, the deaths, the RICO Act? Why is there just a stigma with these rappers nowadays? They don't want to look at the blessing that they have being entertainers making millions, but it's more important to keep it real and do dumb shit to end up in jail or worst case scenario dead. What's your thoughts on how these rappers are attacking things in 2022, 2023?
They've been programmed by the older generation. They've been programmed to think that gangster persona is cool. They've been programmed to think that the penitentiary is cool until they get in there.
Right.
Then they want a cop out. They want a cop out sandwich. They want to say, I want to change my life now, but it's too late.
Right.
That's why Young Thug, right now he's being judged by 12, and it's not the best feeling in the world.
Right.
Right now he's going through the white man's justice, the black man's grief.
Yeah, but you specifically speak to the rappers every day, like you on their ass. Do you think that there is a stigma or there's pressure on rappers to keep it real, stay close to the neighborhood, bust a gun? Do you want, when you listen to rap right now, 2003, do you want the artist to be exactly who he say he is on that record? Before the old Hassan that was outside, real outside, doing your thing, I'm sure when you listen to cats, you want to make sure them niggas is who they say they are. Nowadays, is it important to be that nigga on the record?
My whole thing is, kill the nigga on the record. Kill that mentality.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Kill that mentality. I don't see J. Cole. J. Cole is one of the top artists right now, and people love J. Cole. And he's not running around pushing that agenda. So you can still be the DOS effects of this time.
Right.
You can still be the don't get me wrong. Shout out to the Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul, but I was an MOP fan.
Right.
You feel me? So yeah. I'm not mad at nobody that is rapping about the environment. I just don't like when you take the integrity out of the music and you start dissing the dead.
Okay.
But for the most part, the music today, it sucks. Especially coming from the Mecca
of New York.
You come from the Mecca. You coming from that we always had that New York, that New Jersey red man, time for some action. You know what I mean? When you coming from stuff like that, and then now you got niggas that's just like we gotta be forced to listen to another sound.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, but when I go and I go, let's say for example, I go to Mexico, or I go to the Dominican Republic, I don't want to hear their music because I don't understand their native tongue.
Right.
I want to hear that Bronx native tongue, respectfully. I don't want to hear your shit. I want to hear my shit. Like even still, sometimes my mother raised me off of gospel music. I don't want to hear gospel music. I don't want to hear country music. I want to hear that Bronx, that New York, Brooklyn shit. People don't understand when you listen to Tupac, you wasn't listening to a California rapper. That nigga rap like he was from New York.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, so we're talking about the next question is the untimely death of the brother Tyree Nichols from Memphis. I see you spoke on your platform the other day about the 5 cops that attacked him, beat him brutally. Allegedly, one of the cops was pissed that maybe this guy had a relationship with his baby mother. Did you do your?
I didn't know that.
You didn't hear that?
No, I didn't.
It's out. It's out. I did my homework, and they said one of the cops actually took a picture of him when he was all beat up and sent it to his baby mom, basically like, "Look what I did to your boy," type shit. You feel me?
So wow, to his baby mother?
No, one of the cops has a baby mom that the guy he beat up used to mess with.
Wow.
So they put it all together and said they found a motive, basically.
Well, for me, I'll say this, right? Life goes on. At the end of the day, whatever happened, whether this is some scripted shit or he's really a man that got killed by these police, we'll never know.
Right.
Because life is a stage.
Right.
When you at war and a soldier drops on the battlefield, you pick him up, you keep it moving, and you keep on fighting the war. Right. You don't get stuck on that same page. You keep it moving.
Right.
We've been at war for over 400 years, and they keep deciding where we going to stop, where we going to go, and they decide how we going to fight the fight. That's why we never going to win. We keep letting our enemy narrate our story. They're putting the periods, they're putting the commas, they're putting the capital letters. We're letting them do everything. They're writing our story.
Right.
Instead of us writing our own story.
Where was Black Lives Matter?
I mean, my whole thing is like this, right? We don't ever even want to hear or see Black Lives Matter again. They got $80 million. That's what they was there for.
Right.
My whole thing now is when do black men decide to be strong warriors and decide to make history? Our ancestors made history. We are failing in history. See the difference?
That's a fact.
Right now, black men are not doing nothing in this world as a collective, as a whole in America, for us to sit up there and say that we're proud of each other.
Right. We're too busy trying to compete with each other.
And that's the problem.
And that's
the problem. Like everybody keep asking, what are you going to do when YouTube is over? What kind of question is that?
Right.
When YouTube is over, I'll probably be in the grave dead. That's the only thing that a black man has at our age.
Right.
Most black dudes is not even making it past 25 in the hood.
It's a fact.
Niggas ain't asking if I got life insurance. They asking what am I going to do after YouTube is over with. Like, what kind of question is that?
That's because it's the Michael Jordan effect. They tired of watching you win.
Turn the channel.
That's the thing. When they turn the channel, nigga got your name in the title. So at the same time, that's the issue. We root for the bad guy when we keep seeing the good guy become victorious. And that's the thing why people ask you, what are you going to do if this should stop? Because they hoping that you don't have no money saved, you don't have no life insurance, and you just be a fucked up nigga with no outlet. But at the end of the day, I watched you live the other day, and you said, hey, I got properties, I got this going on. I got my, I still have my other platforms, that I can jump on and get shit shaking. But at the end of the day, it's just like black people always want to know an expiration date on your success. That's just how it is. White people, they push you to the top. Hassan, you're doing great. We got another platform. We got another bag for you. Not our people. When we see you getting too much money, we want to see how we can overthrow you. You know what I mean? That's just how it is, bro.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, man, when you cast spells out there like that on other people, they come back and they fall on you.
Right.
So in life, you gotta the spell that you cast on other people is going to affect you.
Okay. And I wanted to talk too about, like, I see the success of Math Hoffa Show, DJ Academics, Gillian Wallow. Has any corporations reached out to Hassan Campbell, who is one of the biggest YouTubers in the world? You know what I mean? To start a legitimate podcast, with the, whatever, with the whole ensemble, like the Joe Budden's platform. Have you got those offers behind closed doors yet? Because you have the numbers, you have the influence, you have the reach, you have everything there.
Well, I mean, I got people that's reaching out with offers on the table, or whatever the case may be, but I'm skeptical.
Okay.
Because I like to keep my creativity, and I like to be able to say what I want to say.
Right.
Once you start making contracts with people, you fall up under the guidelines of what you can say or what you can't say based off of the rules that they're coming with, or whoever assigned them is coming with. So what I will tell people is that anybody that's looking to make some money off of YouTube, you better go as hard as you can now, because those doors is getting ready to close.
That's true.
Because one thing I will tell you is that YouTube is coming down on all the black YouTubers. And the big ones, you see their numbers dwindling. They cutting everybody, all the big ones, numbers are being chopped in half. So when niggas will be sitting up there, I done seen niggas in the comment section or other platforms like, yo, Haas channel was falling. Like, no, my channel ain't falling. What they're doing is they trying to make black YouTube fall.
Right.
And at the end of the day, regardless of what, I go down in history as the best of the best. You know what I mean? You can't take that away from me. Even the haters show that. My name is ringing bells through these YouTube streets. So it is what it is, man. I could bow out gracefully. I'll be the Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson of this shit.
That's a fact. So your boy Charleston White, man, he around here cooking, doing his thing. I know you spoke out about him. You guys was good, y'all bad, y'all good. Where does that relationship or association stand today?
I mean, with Charleston White is full of shit. And that's the bottom line to that. Charleston White came out as an advocate for the children, but ain't doing nothing for the children. But he's trying to sell you that he is. Charleston White has disrespected our dead rappers. Charleston White has disrespected DMX, Big Pun, up to date King Von. The shit he's doing, he done met up with the mothers, try to act like he was trying to help the mothers. Then as soon as he has a fallout, he sit up there talking about how the mothers is trying to have sex with him. It's like, damn, so there you go again.
Right.
Oh, shit. That's violation. But bitch try to give me some pussy, what's the problem? That's what women are supposed to do. You coming in their life, you acting like a hero. When she try to open up her legs, you going to tell the world? That ain't a leader, that's a sucker.
Definitely not cool to kiss and tell, man.
And then on top of that, when you sit back and you analyze the nigga, it's like, okay, so you Charleston White, but you taking pages from everybody's book. That's Queen's Flip right there.
Yeah, ain't no time for that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what real man is? Who's doing that?
Yeah, it's certain things, integrity that you gotta have, like you spoke on earlier. Like, I'm not doing everything to go viral. Like, I still got kids out here that gotta go to high school, middle school. You can't be doing certain shit on the internet looking weird like that, man. But
that shit he just did that shit is evil, man. Nigga ain't got no integrity, dude. And y'all listen to the nigga. He told you he is God. He don't believe in God. Right. He done said fuck the church. He done said fuck the mosque. But then he just did in an interview. He's sitting up there telling all the people, okay, well, these kids need praying mothers. If you said you don't believe in God and fuck the church and fuck the Muslims too, then why you sit up there talking about praying mothers? Because you hear Hassan Campbell talking about the mother used to pray for me. Because the street steady prayed on me. Like, you listening to me.
Right.
And you mimicking and you copying my styles and my format. And he's playing the role of a chameleon.
Right.
Just like recently what he said. I ain't come here to save nobody's life. I came here to get money. His name is only popping because the algorithm, the machine is pushing him on bigger platforms. But on his own platform, there's nobody watching him.
Wow.
How are you the hottest nigga on the internet when like, nigga, I literally did 100,000 views and better every day for like 2 to 3 years.
That's a fact.
You don't see that nigga doing them numbers.
But when he's on Vlad, Say Cheese, he's on some power hitters. So those
their platforms is pushing them because they're part of the machine.
That's a fact.
But when he's on his own platform, he's not doing those numbers. So how hot are you really? If I can't get you to come to my club will close down.
Right.
If I'm only hot in your club, that means my club is going to close down. I can't keep the doors open.
Right. So recently you spoke about China Mac, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie to you. I follow China Mac's channel too, and he spoke his piece on Mad Fafa, but how you handle him was funny as hell. But did you get any backlash from the the Korean, Japanese, Chinese community? Because what was that? Was your response?
Have you ever had a Chinese person in your house?
Right.
I'm just asking, have you ever had a Chinese person in your house?
Probably a mixed person, black and Asian, but not just full. Nah, never.
Now, my whole thing is that I don't give a fuck about how they feel. They come into our communities and sell us dog and tell you that it's chicken. Like, and no disrespect to the Chinese community, because I don't have no problem with them or whatever. I love Chinese food, like I said. But it's just like I went to the store earlier to go get me something out of the corner store where I live at, and the Mexicans run that store. Like, the motherfuckers inside that store didn't even want to look at me.
Right.
And it kind of made me feel disgusting even spending my money in there. Because the energy that they gave is like, I don't really want your money.
Right.
And, you know, I don't hold all Mexicans accountable for that, but at the same time, it lets you know, like, a lot of people don't like us. Now, I hire Mexicans. I work with Mexicans on a daily basis that work around my house or whatever. So I'm cool with them, but a lot of them don't like us.
Right.
Nobody likes us.
So do you still feel like if you're not of the African American race or Latino race, it's just certain things you can't speak on in hip hop? You don't feel like that they also have a voice? Because I think that was his response, that because he's from New York City, he has a voice too. He's a part of it.
I feel like I stood tall with Mad Hoffa.
Right.
The way we should stand tall with each other. Right. The same way the Jewish community showed us that they're not tolerating Kanye talking shit, and they're not tolerating YouTubers that's going to share that shit. I got a strike behind Kanye. So I respect the way the Jewish community, they're not playing no games when it comes to their people.
Right.
I just wish one day black people start being the same way. Stop letting everybody, because the reality of it is, in 50 years from now, it's going to be said that hip hop doesn't even belong to black people. It's everybody's.
Right.
That's what it's going to be said. It's not even going to, the last thing that we have that we created, our generation and our parents' generation created in New York City, it's going to be read that in history is not ours.
Right. I think,
and that's the bottom line to that.
I think you said what everybody felt. You know what I'm saying? That some people may have been afraid to say, like, you know. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I know you have strong ties with Math. I want to stay on Math for a second and ask you, like, because all the stuff that spilled over with the Styles P and the J Hood, do you feel like there has to be camaraderie amongst the interviewers? If I interview somebody that you have a problem with, you know, and I'm supposed to be Queen's flip word, the meteorologist, can I interview somebody even though they may not like Hassan? Does that make me a target for you the next day? Like, you know what I mean? How that transpired with Math. Like, how do you feel?
Well, here's the difference, right? Math didn't come in the game. None of these niggas friends.
That's a fact.
None of them niggas helped Math in this game. I helped Math platform by going on his shit. When I went on Math platform the first and second time,
numbers.
That's when his shit soared.
Right.
Everybody gonna sit up there and make it seem like Fat Joe did that. No, that was me.
Right.
That was me. but they're never going to give me that credit. But cool.
Right.
Anybody that's been paying attention, we know that. So my whole thing is if I help you on your platform and I'm showing you love from day one, no, I don't expect you to be sit up there hanging out or giving my enemies a fucking platform to speak. Right. But in Mav's situation, he's doing his job. None of these niggas is his friend. He did an interview with Styles P. Next up, J Hood came up on the platform. Now, my whole thing is J Hood has a right to speak about whatever he want to speak about, but at the same time, he also made himself look stupid because after the locks, there was nothing else. My life is going to be great with or without the locks. So wait 20 years later to decide to air all that stuff out. I mean, I can't tell him what to say if he's still feeling some type of way about it. But at the same time, me personally, I wouldn't have wasted my time.
Yeah. Because
you're basically saying it's been 20 years later and you have nothing else to talk about. Shit, even when it come down to bare matter, I don't want to talk about that nigga no more. People keep bringing him up.
Right.
I feel like my life has become great after that. And there's much to talk about every day. Why I got to go back and talk about him?
That's a fact. So you stand firm on, like, if you usher somebody in the game, you shouldn't have, I put you in the game. Don't sit with my enemies and give them a platform to spew negativity about me, right?
Somebody asked Chi Ali,
right,
would he do an interview with Hassan Campbell? He said not until he make his shit right with my son, and I respected that. Because that's how real niggas move.
Yeah. That's fine.
So it's like, you disrespected my man, you disrespected my man kids. Now I can't fuck with you, nigga. It's on. I don't want to be your friend. On top of the fact that on some real shit, if you interview a nigga that's bigger than me. At least make sure the nigga got 100,000 followers. How you gonna go interview a nigga that's barely making it on YouTube?
Right. Well,
that's only hot that's only hot because they keep typing in my name. So when you pull up my name, they brand come up. You are not hot. You on my nuts.
Right.
Like, nah, pull some big dogs. I could respect and see a nigga pulling China Mac. At least China Mac made 100, 200,000 subs.
Yeah. Yeah, he doing.
Going to pull a nigga that got 30,000 subscribers based off of me, and it took you 2 years to get to 30,000. Like, ew.
Take the.
It's like, what are you? It's like, what are you even doing over in that section? These niggas barely, or every day they posting, and you barely get 10,000 views on a video.
Let's explain.
Unless my name is in it.
Let's explain that, because I think that even though you speak on the dirty section of YouTube. Explain exactly what we never talked about what qualifies you for the dirty section of YouTube. What is the qualifications? What minimum does a nigga need to say he's in the dirty section? Like, because you speak about it, but you haven't put the qualifications out there yet.
Listen, man, the same thing when you go in the hood and you see a nigga, you be like, yo, that nigga can't stand next to me. When you in the hood, and you be like, yo, when somebody comes around and you walk to the other side of the street, like, yeah, get away from me.
Right. So it's
get dusty ass away from me. And then one of them niggas, you in the hallway, y'all passing the Budweiser around, and then another nigga comes in and he want that can, and you look at him like, don't give me that can after he touching him out.
Wow. Because
that's what them niggas.
He's the nigga with the bum bump on the lip that you can't.
Like, come on, man. Niggas that ain't have no life. Like, right. Yo, you got to keep in mind, niggas made a whole name for themselves, even though they got small names off of my name.
Right.
And then when you look into these niggas, they whole style and they topics. All right, even if we ain't gonna talk about Hassan Campbell today, we gonna use his style. Like, right. Yeah, we got this whole blueprint. We gonna run with this whole blueprint, and then wonder why the shit don't work for them. It doesn't work for you.
Right. All right, so I got two more questions, then I'm gonna let you go, man. I appreciate your time. Why is it that your street cred and your name in Bronx River and what you did in New York? I know you're not proud of everything you did, but why do these niggas continue to play around with your stripes in the streets? Like, niggas is trying to erase your shootings Erase your jail time. Erase you snuffing niggas. Oh, your man did it. And like, why is niggas erasing your points on the board, bro? Like, I see
You know what?
You want to tell a nigga he ain't do jail time or he ain't bust his biscuit. How can you, were you there? Like, how's
Well, it is the thing, right? To me, if that's the one thing I can get rid of.
You answer that question. I want to address some weird ass nigga in the comments. Hey, yo, Donda, I am a fan of Hassan Campbell, you bitch ass nigga. You've been talking about these numbers on this live, and all the comments is from you, nigga. Yeah, I'm a fan. And what? You bitch ass nigga. Go ahead, man. These niggas weird to my. Oh, he a fan of Hassan. Niggas is weird, bro.
Listen, man. We a fan of each other. At the end of the day, we want to see each other win, and this is what these niggas got to understand. But my whole thing, the only reason why the numbers is down on this live because nobody knew we was really going live like that. Right. Number one.
We snuck up on
number two. Number two, you ain't been active in the algorithm like that neither. You know what I mean? So when you don't be posting like that, this is what happens to you. You got to be consistent with your posting.
And guess what, though? Look, somebody just put $10 on your chat. I don't know if that's mine or yours, but whoever it went to, salute. But this is what I'm saying. That's all yours.
This is yours. Okay, this is your platform.
This is what I'm saying. I came here today to jump in the whip and shoot out the window. You heard? Because I know I've been playing it safe on here, but Haas, like, I fucks with you. You showed me love from the jump. And every time you come to my platform, the numbers do numbers. And I always respected you about that because I'm going to tell you, a lot of these other YouTube niggas, they not letting you in this shit, bro. Niggas is talking about 10,000 to come on your channel, all goofy shit. But you a real nigga, so that's why I fuck.
That's why next up I'm gonna pull you up on my StreamYard so we can plug your channel or whatever the case, so we can start helping each other. Because the reality of it is, YouTube right now is spanking Black YouTube. They putting us under a recession. You know what I mean? It wasn't meant for the slaves to live good.
Right. And they just changed the monetization. I got an email the other day talking about here's the new terms, and I'm like, what the fuck? So
you read it?
I read it. Yeah, it was talking about some other shit. Like now, it was
like what?
It was different. It was different. It was basically saying like certain percentages and certain views is going to be different, and how you get paid off of this is different now. So they changing the shit up on niggas because I guess it's niggas like y'all that's running up a bag, and they never anticipated that they would make millionaires off of this shit. So now they got to go in and restructure.
No, they did. They didn't want to make Black millionaires.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now, Black content creators are the most powerful voices. Remember, they spend more money to keep the Black community dumb, not the white community. They want us stupid.
That's a fact. But we're not going to deviate. We're not going to deviate from the question. Why is niggas trying to erase your street cred? Like it never happened. You never put no points on the board. They trying to take it all away. He didn't do this. He not known for this. Like I see goofy shit, but I wanted to address it.
Because you got to understand something, right? With me going through and being who I was in the streets, it solidifies me as one of the illest niggas ever in their mind. In my mind, I feel like the words of wisdom that I put on this platform, where I've reached people on different continents, on different parts of this planet, I feel like that means more to me. So they could take the whole Hassan Campbell old lifestyle and throw it in the garbage. It doesn't mean nothing, because standing in front of me and standing in front of you right now is one of the greatest motherfuckers that ever touched this shit without the street shit. Because I don't sit up here every day talking about what nigga I shot and how I shot him and how I got away with it. I don't tell too many war stories. But what it is that amongst the gangsters, when you go to the federal prison, when you go to the state prisons and them jails, my name is being brought up. In them street corners, my name is being brought up. In them houses, in them apartments, in them projects, my name is being brought up. And they can't understand why my name is being brought up. So they attack any angle that they feel like they can to take away from the stripes. But the reality of it is you can't take away from the man being the man that I am. And right now, one of my greatest weapons ever is me being a father. I can sit up here and crack jokes on cameras with my kids.
Right.
And it's really going to take me to the next level. Because women are getting tired of seeing these corny ass street niggas. Niggas is, oh, I'm a real nigga. You's a real broke nigga.
Right.
My wife could come to me right now and say, yo, let me $10,000. How many of them bitch ass niggas watching right now? Because they wife sit up there and say, yo, I need 10,000 right now.
Can't do it.
No, they can't. Then when you looking at a nigga that come from where I'm coming from, like, dogs, I came from the projects. I got a house in Westchester County, the highest tax bracket in the country.
Right. And that's what they don't salute. They just looking at, oh, it's in his girl name. Is this like you missing my kids and my girl, the one who birthed these kids in the house? We are a unit, 360 degrees. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, who gives a fuck who name shit is in? They don't think like that. They just think, yo, conquer and divide. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad that black people is on it like that. That's why we always in last place. We always in
that's a childish argument coming from a childish kid.
Right. So
childish argument coming from a childish kid.
That's a fact. Man, so in closing, man, we've been on the live for 1 hour, man. The people want to know what's next for Hassan. This is the top of the year, first quarter. What can we expect from Hassan Campbell for the remainder of the year?
You never tell these niggas what they expect. As soon as you tell them what they expect, they be sitting up there throwing a monkey wrench, giving you the evil eye. You never let these niggas know your plans, especially when they don't want to see you be successful. You just let them tune in and keep watching like, okay, oh, that's what's up. Oh, word? That's how you moving, you bitch ass nigga?
So listen, you've been accused of wearing the same thing every day. I haven't seen that. Every time I log on, bro, it's fly shit after fly shit. And I say that respectfully. I know these niggas gonna be like, you on his dick. Nah, you told me you get fly when you hit for them, but I don't see you wearing the same shit. I think that was cat, but I'm saying, like, address that.
Listen, here's my thing, right? Here's my thing, right?
We came to fucking pod today, man. We came to pod.
First of all, I come from the projects where we wear army fatigues every day while we was outside slinging crack.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? So if I do decide to put on the same thing, doing my videos or whatever the case may be,
right,
my position in life is not the same.
Right.
My kids is not living the same as your kids, bitch ass nigga. So that's what the niggas need to be understanding. When you see the same stupid nigga that said that, right? He keep looking out the window. He wants you to see that he's in a lottery apartment in Manhattan somewhere. But when I look out the window, what you see? A pawn. What you see? My bike. What you see? My Benz. What you see? My luxury cars. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we looking at we looking out different windows. When you get to a certain level in life and you acquire certain things out of life, I'm not from Jersey where a lot of people grew up in houses. I grew up in the Bronx where it's mostly projects at.
Right.
And New York is the highest cost of living next to what, California?
That's a fact.
It costs a hell of a lot to live in New York. 3-bedroom, what you pay? $3,000? $3,500? Right. Hey, come on, man. So when a nigga talking to me, talk to me. All my baby mamas, they step their shit up. His baby mama's still living in the projects in a $200 apartment. We are not the same, my nigga. So that's what the problem really is. So the only way that you can stripe or take stripes from me is to talk about, oh, this is not in your name. Like, that doesn't matter.
Right.
My company is in my name. Nothing goes in Hassan Campbell. Everything goes in my own, my corp.
That's a fact.
Everything goes in my corp now.
And you work for the corp.
Exactly. Hell wrong with these niggas.
You know what I'm saying? You work for.
And if you got a problem with that corp, I start a new corp, my nigga.
Right. Listen, you sued.
I'm learning.
You sued Hassan Campbell Enterprises LLC. I'm shutting that down. Open up Poppy from BX LLC, nigga. Come
on, man. The niggas better ask somebody.
And we on the next day. So that niggas have to learn how to hustle. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like we still on that slavery mentality, man. Still want to be real niggas. Still want to be the only nigga that make it. You know what I mean? That's another curse in the community, in the hood, where it only could be one nigga, the flyest.
That's a question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
Right.
When does it get to the point to where that people sit up there and say, yo, I can't watch another Hassan Campbell this video. This is played out now. Coming from the same niggas.
Right.
When does it get to the point? Like, let's keep it funky, right? Some of the best movies I've ever seen, you only watch once, twice, maybe 3 times. Niggas is watching these niggas 200 times talk about the same shit.
Right.
That's mental illness and that's jealousy.
Right.
So when do niggas sit up there and say, yo, enough is enough already? Like, ew?
It becomes an obsession. And that's sick when it's a man.
Between the people and the niggas making the video.
Right. Right.
Because it's like, yo, I swear, I'm like another Hassan Campbell video.
But I'm gonna tell you, this is the price. Like Jay-Z said, I hate the price of fame because it costs too much. Like I'm sure when you stepped on stage to do your thing, you didn't know it came with a lot of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Where a nigga can wake up and know if I put Hassan Campbell in my title, it's gonna go to 10,000 views. Whether I'm
listen, you know why niggas hate me? I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you the secret. You know why niggas hate me? Because God loves me. You see how they did Jesus, right?
Facts.
They hate me because God loved me, and that's the proof. That's the whole bottom line to it. It's something that God gave me that they don't have.
Right. Yeah, your story. They don't have your a lot of guys don't have your.
Listen, even without the story, right? Some of these other niggas got stories too. Why they don't tell their story?
Because you got
my story was a horrible story. Niggas take one part of it. He got died. He died me. Okay, cool. So now I don't even talk about the story. A lot of people that follow me don't even know about my story.
Yeah.
They just know this nigga just said some real shit that ain't nobody else saying except for Charleston White because he copying me.
Right.
The nigga got my whole catalog. You want to win on YouTube, come through the game with Hassan Campbell's formula. But I must say, Charleston White is the best that's doing it.
We got to salute him. He get the bag. Everywhere he go, he get the bag. You know what I mean?
Some of that shit is an illusion. Don't believe everything.
Yeah, he was talking
Some of that shit is an illusion.
They had 10,000, 15. They had a 30 ball for him here. I said, whoa, off of YouTube? 30 balls, 15, 25,000 just to do appearances.
That's why you got to keep pushing on your platform. Like every day is a topic. You got to give your input on that topic every day. Get back into this algorithm.
But you know what I didn't want to do? I didn't want to become one of them guys that was like, seemed like I'm always scratching and surviving, jumping into bullshit. Because you know,
you just whatever topics you like, right. Talk on it.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? You ain't got to always have somebody else talk on it. You talk on it. One thing I love about me is that, and I hate it at the same time, when I do interviews, YouTube don't even push them shits.
Right.
So they make the people think that people don't want to see people on my platform. But the reality of it is, when I get on my platform by myself, right. Oh, Hassan Campbell, let's see what this nigga talking about.
Yeah, and even your super chats, you know, like you always use the slogan, thanks for sponsoring this war. It's times I'm on your live and I see the super chats coming in 10, 20, 30. So at the end of the day, although you may feel like YouTube is playing with your numbers, the people are still supporting. And that's right. That's the key. That's the blessing. That's the blessing. I see you complaining. I'm like, nigga, you got 30,000 motherfuckers in here right now, nigga. That's like you looking out your window and seeing 30,000 niggas outside your door. Like what?
Man, I done actually went live and had 27,000 people watching me, 15,000, 17, 8. Like I done had numbers watching me back to back to back. And then they said this is too much power for one black man.
That's why I said, man, I'm here today to give you your flowers, man. You supposed to be on the Drink Champs, man. So if Nori watching this, I know you speak about Nori's door all the time, but they need to bring niggas like you on Drink Champs to drop that game, because at the end of the day, you are leading. I don't give a fuck whose platform is out there. You are leading the YouTube world and one of the top influencers speaking to the streets, directly to the streets, everybody's streets, Philly, Trenton, Baltimore, New York, LA, Chicago. You're speaking directly to these niggas, regardless
yeah, man.
the comfort of your couch. And it's felt. It's felt. Like these niggas can imitate you, but it's like getting polo and then US polo. It's a difference, right? It's Ralph Lauren and then the U.S. polo. It's Ralph Lauren from that bullshit. So I don't give a fuck what these niggas do or what they say. The message that you deliver when you tell a nigga, when you get on there and talk about a real gangster got his snot box rock, and you don't give a fuck if his little brothers round in them is ready to come in the van and look for you. A nigga
hit him in the head with the headshot.
Did he just say that about little Ray and them? We feel that because it's not to be said. Niggas is walking light in these streets, but you don't.
Yeah,
that's to be respected. That's why you get the love you get, because you say what a lot of men are afraid to say. You know what I mean? And listen, man, we're gonna end on that note. I've been grateful enough for you to take time out to give me an hour of your time, and we're gonna get off the live, man. And salute, man. Like I told you, this live was called "Be Careful Who You Help," because niggas will get in the door and turn around and lock it on you. So salute to Hassan for taking the time out where You Better Not Lie podcast. And I promise you niggas, 2023, I'm on your ass. Pause. That's all I got, Haas.
Yeah. I think you should start doing more reaction videos too. Somebody need to start calling these sucker ass niggas out.
I'm gonna kick up because I know after this one, everybody's shooting at me after this one. You better know. Tomorrow when I wake up, it's gonna be a ton of fuck yous, you corny little ass nigga. No viewers on your channel. I welcome all the smoke. Let's get it shaken. My man put me on the StreamYard shit. I got the time. And I'm legally strapped down here with a couple of them things. So play with me, whatever y'all niggas want to do. You feel me?
Oh, you got the legal joint out there? Okay.
I got the legal big. I can show. I don't do no cat. Go get him right now. I don't want to do that on your channel. I don't want.
All right. When we come out there, when we get out there to Jersey, you know what I mean? I know I can have a legal gun riding around with me.
When you come to Jersey, I got the legal beagle. You heard?
Yeah.
So at the
all right, family. Let me get my kids ready for bed, and we gonna talk behind the scenes.
All right, salute, man, and thanks again. Once again, take it easy, bro.
All right, peace.
We out.